Hey, what's up, y'all? Hold up, let me turn on my light. This thing go hard. Woo! Now I see why deers be doing that in headlights. Oh, Lord. Okay, this is Ask Miss P Volume 3. So I'm going to answer some more questions because I finished Volume 2 and I was like, oh my God, I need to answer some more questions because y'all had a lot of questions on Ask Miss P Volume 1. So let's go ahead and get into it. New Orleans, baby. 03. Glasses or contacts? Why? Glasses all day. I've never tried contacts. I do want to try them, but one time I was at the optometrist and the girl, I put it in the left one. The left one was fine. The right one, the girl had to put a finger in my eye and mess. I was like, I can't do this. Not every day. So glasses, they're fine for me. I only wear my glasses to drive and if I need to see far away because I'm nearsighted. Candy Baby 03 says, me and my boyfriend have been dating since our graduation. I've been attending community college for most of our relationship, but I'm now going away to a university out of state. What is your advice? I've seen this happen a lot of times. Y'all go in your separate ways, you see other people, and then it crashes. If y'all are really, really cool with each other, if you're, you said out of state. I don't know. You really have to make that work. Sometimes being apart makes you stronger, but sometimes being apart makes you wander. So, it really depends on what your situation is at the time. If you want to make it work, you will make it work. It really depends on what type of relationship you have, if you all are like tight like glue or if you like bye. So it really depends. I can't really tell you what to do, but I will say if you want your relationship to work, make it work. Sparkara? I'm messing up these names. I am a college freshman going into my second quarter and was wondering what are some ways you keep yourself organized. I'm a part of a lot of organizations and I don't know how I'm going to tackle it all. I know for me, one way I kept organized was to cut down things I don't need to be a part of. That is step one. If you stretch yourself too thin, you're gonna break. And I had a breaking point about 3 semesters ago. So I kind of dwindled down my list of my top things to do. Calendars are wonderful. Set your schedule up. I know for me, I'm a by the book schedule type person. That's how I keep things moving. Delegate. Me being a president of my society, it's great for me to delegate to others. This is what I need you to do because I'm a hands-on, I'm a perfectionist. But sometimes you have to let others help you, and I've definitely figured that out while being in college. I can't do it all by myself. Sincerely Navarro says, what is your favorite fast food restaurant? My favorite fast food restaurant is Zaxby's. I love that place. They're like awesome. Does Chipotle count as fast food? Well, I don't know. Somebody answer that for me. Locked Looney Tunes says, hey Miss P, how you doing? Are you still on a weight loss journey? And if so, how much weight are you looking to lose? Yes, but while I was home for this past winter break, I gained some weight because I was eating like, oh my God, look at all this stuff. I gotta eat that. I am now on another weight loss journey and I'm looking to lose about 25 to 30 pounds by my graduation. So I have about 3 months to do so. So inspired. How about that? Miss P, what do you think is better, Mac or Bare Minerals? I love Bare Minerals. I go with them all the way. Mac is a little bit too harsh for my face. I'm very, very sensitive, so I would go with Bare Minerals. Bare Minerals all the way. Marquis 235 says, where did the name Miss P come from? I went by Lady T in high school, and then Miss P just stuck. And I've been using it ever since. They started using that in high school. I was the president of my student body, so they would go Miss President, Miss P, and then it just stuck. So that's where it came from. What is your favorite midnight snack? Ice. I love ice, like little soft ice that you can just put in your mouth and it'll just melt. Not that crunchy, messy ice, but ice is like one of my favorite midnight snacks, as well as, oh my God, Sour Patch Kids. Oh, what celebrity would you like to interview? I'd love to interview Tank, but we wouldn't be doing no interview. Okay. I would love to interview Oprah, like in full Miss P style. I would love to interview Oprah. Yes, we would have a good time, honey. Yes. Zia Boo says, hey Miss P, love your videos. How long do you plan on doing YouTube videos? And have you and your mom always been so close? I plan on doing YouTube videos until they shut YouTube down. Because literally that is how I got my start. I know a lot of people have branched off to do bigger and better things, but even if I do other things, which I know I will, I'll definitely always do a YouTube video. I'll always come back to put content out because YouTube is a great outlet and I've really enjoyed it. My mother and I are like C and B. Yes, we're very, very close. We've always been close. And yeah. Beyonce fan 212456 says, hey Miss P, how you doing? I get my hair pressed every 2 weeks. Does that count as natural or not? If you have a relaxer in it, that's not natural. If you don't have a relaxer, that's natural. I'm not a hair guru, so baby, please don't ask me no hair questions like how to make your hair grow, all that stuff, girl. Child, I don't know. Pebbles 132, you wanna ride in my Mercedes, boy? Okay. What are 3 imperfections and 3 perfections about yourself? You're super hilarious. Thank you, dear. 3 imperfections. I'm very, very indecisive. That's 1. I analyze stuff too much, but sometimes that's a good thing. And number 3, it's hard for me to trust people. Like right off the top, you know how some people, girl, come out. I'm like, ooh, who is this? So it's hard for me to do that, but I'm working on it. 3 perfections about myself. I'm a hard worker. I'm very loyal. Yeah, that you can trust me, like for real. People tell me all their secrets all the time, honey. But it's also because my memory's bad, so I don't really remember stuff like that. So it kind of helps. And number 3, I'm a very lovable person. Like I can get along with anybody. So I think it's my charisma, so to speak. But yeah, I get along with people. So I think those are 3 of my perfections, I guess, if you want to call them. 3 of my strengths. D. Tasby says, have you ever thought about doing comedy because you are hilarious? First of all, thank you. I get that all the time. If I got $50 every time somebody told me I was crazy, a mess, or hilarious, oh my God, I'd be rich by now. Have I ever thought doing comedy? No, because that takes a lot of skill and you have to be very impromptu. My funny comes from just being sarcastic and saying whatever comes off the top. But I don't know. I'll never say never, but I don't know. SpongeBob Rules 10 says, hey Miss P, did you enjoy your 4 years in high school? What was the best thing about it and what was your worst thing about it? I actually enjoyed high school. I really did. My best thing about it was being so involved, and I really figured out my personality while I was in high school. I did so much, and I did the news and theater, and that's how my personality came out. The worst thing about it, I was in so much that I didn't really have time to do the whole social life thing and going out all the time. You know how high schoolers do. I just didn't have time to do that because I was in all these leadership activities and I was constantly doing competitions and I just didn't have time. That's one thing with, oh, I'm sorry, hair was in my mouth. That's one thing that I started doing in college. I was enjoying myself more. So for my future children, I'm gonna be like, okay, you're gonna have to half it up. Go with your friends sometimes and then do this, you know? So, but I wouldn't trade it though, because that turned me into the person that I am today. I know the difference between hard work as well as play, so I can definitely balance. Brian CTV says, are you a YouTube partner? If so, do you feel that it has allowed you to do things you didn't expect? Like what? Yes, I'm a YouTube partner on this channel as well as my tech channel, Miss P's Tech Talk. If you haven't subscribed to it, definitely head over there. It allowed me to meet a lot of people that I did not expect, especially from all over the country. Like that's one thing YouTube itself has allowed me to do. I've received so many opportunities from being on YouTube, and not just for being a partner, but for being on YouTube itself. The sky's the limit once you put yourself out there and different people see you and they like your personality, reviewing all of this stuff. Like it's awesome. So yeah, YouTube has been great. We Lover 23 says, Miss P, how much does college differ from high school, work-wise and socially? College is a lot harder. College is not a walk in the park. People aren't going to hold your hand. The teachers aren't going to say, well, turn it in tomorrow. No, you get a 0. You're held accountable in college as opposed to your parents taking you to school, whatever. As far as socially, you have your own social life. There's not a lot of cliques in college, and you're just a number. In college, you have to make a name for yourself as opposed to in high school. Everybody knows you. You see those people every day. They're like 2 polar opposites, at least to me. Liesbo, I hope. Hey, Miss P, how do you feel about haters? Do you pay much attention to negative comments? I used to. Like, when people would say negative stuff, I'd be like, oh my God, and your mama. But now, honey, I don't care. I really don't, because everybody's not gonna like you. That's one thing I try to tell all these vloggers that are first starting out. I have far more people that love me than hate me. So I'm worrying about them as opposed to the people that don't like me. I was listening to Michelle Obama. She was with Gayle King on Good Morning America, I believe it was. It might have been Good Morning America, ABC. I can't remember. But she was saying, I don't worry about the negativity. I focus more on the people who love what we're doing as opposed to the people that hate it. I said, Michelle, you better say that. She's telling the truth. I mean, by the time you pay attention to all the haters that people don't like you, what are you doing to the people who do? So I try to put out the content that I enjoy and that you all enjoy, and that's how we roll. I mean, I take constructive criticism. I'm very sarcastic. So when I answer comments, some people take it offense to it, like, oh my God, Miss P, you didn't have to be snappy, or you didn't have to be rude. Baby, that's how I come off. And that's why I hate answering negative comments, because you really don't know how to interpret it. People that are negative all the time, it's because they're not happy with themselves. One thing that I have to say about haters and people that write negative comments, by the time you did that, you wasted your own breath. Like, seriously, because I'm not going to answer to it. So that's one reason how you can have one step up on your haters is not answering them, because they going to look stupid. How you doing? OTCDF says, hey, Miss P, I love your videos and your tweets. Have you ever had a fan get a little too cozy? Like a slightly creepy fan or something? No, I never have. I met a lot of people, but I've never had a creepy fan. I hope I don't. Okay, thank you for the pronunciation. The Tiger 925 says, hey, what inspired you to start making YouTube videos? By the way, you're very funny. Thank you. I started doing YouTube videos because I was bored in my dorm room. I think it was the second semester of my freshman year, and I'll never forget the Scorpion Show asked for video responses, and I made a video response. I can't remember if it was something about Beyonce or something, and I made a video response, and somebody commented. I cannot remember your YouTube name, but you commented and you asked me about my opinion on something else, and from then on I started doing YouTube videos. Rotarius says, imagine every time you read a book or learn a new piece of information, your head grew big and deformed. Would you A, still embrace knowledge at the risk of your appearance and social status? Or would you B, shun education for a life of beauty and ignorance? Oh, Lord, you said it. I don't want to be ignorant. Well, of course, somebody would say A. I do a mix of A and B. I'd start asking people, since I had all this knowledge, I would ask the doctors and other people how we could come up with something that would make my head a little bit less deformed, you know, and a little less big. You know what I mean? So, you know, I do a little fusion. Crochet Chick 91 says, I love watching your mom in the videos with you and the way you two interact. What inspires you most about her and why? I love her tenacity. She just keeps it moving, and I love how sweet she is. She's a very sweet person, and I love that. And I try to be like her in many ways, just because everybody loves her. She's just has, her personality is just amazing, and she's so charismatic. And I don't know, just her smile lights up the room, and I just love that. So I try to emulate her a lot. And she's just a really sweet person. She's a natural nurturer, and I love that about her. She's just an awesome person. So there's too many words to describe us. Miss the One 19 says, what age were you when you started dating and being in love? I started dating in high school. Child. I don't really count high school, because that's as Tracy would say from the Braxtons, we are the Braxtons. She said that's some bull. I started dating in high school, but I really started getting really serious in college, and I wasn't in love, honestly, until my boyfriend now. Yeah, I never felt that way until now. So, hey, boo. Hey. Twain 191 says, what was your favorite childhood TV show growing up? I was talking to my boyfriend about this the other day, and my best friend. Y'all remember the old school Nickelodeon with Doug and Face and Honey Taina? Oh my God. I remember Saturday mornings just turning on the TV, eating cereal, watching ABC Family. Like, oh my God, TV is not like how it used to be. TV, you could turn it on and you could watch it all the way through. Now Disney Channel, they kissing and being pregnant. I ain't got time. Try So Unique says, how do you manage to be a full-time student and work 2 jobs? What advice can you give to other students that work during college? Manage your time. Prioritize. I work all the time now just because I only have 1 class on campus. My others are online, but I use that to my advantage. What made you choose psychology and business administration for your major? I always wanted to get into the field of psychology. I thought it was so interesting. I'm very good with helping people and getting to the bottom of things, and I'm just a natural supportive type person, and I'm able to get into people's heads and help them figure out things, and I love that. So I always wanted to get into psychology. Business administration, my parents are entrepreneurs, and I've been an entrepreneur since I was young. Like, I don't know how to work for people. Like, my job on campus now, I pretty much do what I want to do, so I'm not used to that. And I've always been a hustler, working hard, and I've seen that growing up. So I wanted to definitely go into business administration. I do want to get my MBA. And I don't know, the business world, I love it. Marketing, all of that, I just love it. And it's like a take charge field. You do it yourself. And I just feel like anybody should have that business background, just so you know accounting, you know marketing, you know computers, you just know the ins and outs of a business, because it's really, really important. So that's why I chose it. Mika324 says, can you do more reviews on gospel music, please? You said that you like gospel music, but you review more other genres of music than you do gospel. Yes, I love gospel music, and I do review a lot of other genres. And the reason why, I don't know, I kind of stopped doing my album reviews just because it takes a lot of time. And my What You Say Happen Nows, I will do some gospel music for you guys to check out. How about that? Is that a win-win? Cool. Eagles fan 3663 says, what motivates you? What motivates me? I've been given another chance at life, and I'm just excited to live it. I love opportunity. And I feel like you should go after every opportunity. I know me saying I have a second chance of life, I'm just really serious about it. I go after whatever I want. I'm not afraid to ask people for things, and I'm not afraid to ask for help. So what motivates me is my potential. I definitely see that there's a lot of potential in me, and I want to go after it. I want to do everything that I set out to do, and you can't be afraid in life. So that is really what motivates me, is the chance of life to live it. The Reggie212 says, what is the perk of working or doing videos on YouTube? Be honest. The perks, I get to meet a lot of people that I never would have thought I would meet. I get to review things that I never would have thought about. There's plenty of opportunity. That's the perk. But a lot of people don't take advantage of the opportunities. So once you figure that out, YouTube will be very good to you. 888328 Money says, hi Miss P, can you do a video on your whole makeup process? Honey, no, I am not a makeup guru by far, and I don't think I'd be, well, I can't say never, because something's about to come up that I think you guys might enjoy, so maybe in the future. Holly Tall 123 says, where do you think a responsible young male teenager should apply for a job in 2012? I never did fast food. So I can't really tell you to do fast food. I have done retail, and I did enjoy retail. So I would say retail, that helps with your communication skills, especially on a personal note with customers. That also helps you with time management skills. And I would just say apply for any and everything and see how you like it. I know for me, I do better in customer service as well as retail jobs. And I also do well with working for myself. So, yeah, it really depends on what you want to do. See, Bostic 11, Mr. Bombast. Okay. What was your inspiration for your reviews and mini webisodes? It just comes to me. I know for me, I can't be rushed to do a review. Like, I know some people that review for companies, they want them on this date, that date. I can't do that. I have to have the boom. I have to have the inkling to get it done. I know sometimes I'll stay up all night and just review products because I have that energy. So it really depends on my energy as well as how I feel about the certain product and what I'm reviewing. My webisodes, I just turn on the camera and go, because on my vlogs, you all are seeing like the authentic, real me, okay? And that's how I am, and you see me throughout the week. You don't see me on just one episode of Miss P TV, but I really enjoy it. The Med number 02 says, how many licks does it take till you get to the center of an okay, Lil Kim. To get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, I really think it takes 57 licks. Mr. Best Dancer 12 says, hey Miss P, I know you said you're a B fan, so what is your favorite album of hers? My favorite Beyonce album, her first one and her last one. Yeah. I think I've answered all of the questions from the promo video as well as Ask Miss P Volume 1. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, definitely comment down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll definitely see you guys on the next video. Peace, love, and that good stuff. God bless. Bye.